Imagine being on hand for the first telephone call in 1876. As Alexander Graham Bell spoke into a now primitive receiver, the room of awestruck witnesses must have had the same awesome realization. The world would never be the same. Over 100 years later, the tech behind telecommunications continues to evolve at breakneck pace, proving how vitally important this innovation has been to our modern society.
As we have seen the evolution of technology, it's gone from very simple analog voice over wires, all the way over to digital, and now from wires over to fiber optics and wireless.
I think it all starts with the sci-fi of the 60s, if I'm honest with you. Voice calls, video watches, video streaming, audio streaming.
Not only demanded by society, but also pushed by a lot of innovations that have taken place in the market.
All that stuff has taken all these incremental steps, which has been a ton of technology. Each incremental step is a lot of technology.
And by having high-speed internet connection in those rural communities, it's really enabled an opportunity for them to grow, enabled them to attract high-paying jobs and opportunities that previously weren't available.
There's no such thing as rural anymore. There's no such thing as far away. Everyone needs access to this technology now. So if you think about way back in the day when people were first putting in phone lines, the person who was doing that was literally running copper wire down a fence line. There's been a huge shift in the technology, and that shift in the technology has actually changed the technician themselves. The technology expertise that's required by the technician is reduced. The tools that they're given and that they're allowed to use are reduced. And so that means that the tools themselves have to be cheaper and faster and smarter and easier to use. These technicians are expected to do a lot more. When they walk into a job, their job card is a lot more full. Expectation of reliability. And everyone who's gotten Wi-Fi on an airplane knows. Yesterday, it was the coolest thing in the world. Today, it's just really annoying and it's never working right. And it's exactly like that with every technology that exists. So on the one hand, the expectations happen almost instantaneously. The second you show somebody the technology working, it's got to work perfectly forever. And so redundancy and hardening, all those different things that you need to do to keep the network going, it's going to be more and more critical every day.
In today's world, being connected is no longer a luxury. It's a necessity.